Bitcoin is on the rise. What can we expect next? We're going to cover this today by using Elliott waves as always, and the levels in addition to this, so we can get some more accurate targets. And this being said, let's get started. I'm not going to make it really any longer. So first of all, what we have planned really, if we had to rise from here, we have simply to look for an ABC zigzag to the upside, or an impulsive really if we have to push higher really. So A, B, C zigzag, we look for a rise here, maximum here into the 1618, and otherwise we can look for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A wave have the same smaller wave than the wave 1, B wave or wave 2 have the same smaller wave, and a wave 3 and C have the same smaller wave. So if we're in an impulsive, the only thing really if we're in these 5 waves is that we're going to get a wave 4, and into the wave 4 target we're going to get some good data in the order flow, for example. Okay, and so we're going to recognize by reading this that there are some good data to reverse the market really, and if there is no any good data in the wave 4 target, we're simply going to take the ABC zigzag, and so we're going to look for a bigger drop really to the downside. I'm going to give the targets also if we have to do this. So first of all, what we can take here is simply check really quickly at this smaller wave really. Okay, so I'm taking here simply into this wave 1, 2 with an ABC flag in between. You know, this was also something I have posted on the Discord server. It was, I think, in the general chat, it was around there. Okay, so it was this wave 1, this wave 2, and then I was looking for this possible rise really, depending on the data and everything. So yeah, here wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, 5. We have done this during the weekend really. Here we did bounce it here from the MC fib target. That's pretty cool. If you check out the RSI, we have this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Depending on the time frame, you do have the divergence. You can see here. Okay, you have the wave 1, 2, 3 highest reach on the RSI. Wave 4 cannot break the wave 2 bottom, and then you have the wave 5 is 4 minutes divergence here. So on low time frames, really, it matched perfectly. So now it's normal to go above because we're still, you know, in the bigger wave 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to look for the wave 4 and the wave 5. So what we have planned really, simply this. Okay, we take this impulse with this ABC zigzag. We're on the 1618 we have planned here. You can see so around $42,650, so $42,650 around there. We are getting the rejection. This was also, by the way, the first short trade, really, the first swing short trade, a big target really we had to be aware of. That was posted, you know, before we even go more down here. This was really, we recognized already that was a really strong target. Before to look, you know, for the 3 short trades, the real big short trades above, really, if we had to take a short there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This was the first target we recognized that was the strongest really on this move up. So now we are getting a nice rejection for the moment. For a weekend, that's pretty cool, not gonna lie. So now what we can look for here really simply for a wave 4 first of all, before to look for and to take an ABC zigzag, because if I have the C, as you understood, we don't have the wave 4 and 5, we just drop from here. So we're going to go through this fib target here. So what we can do here is simply to pull the retracement tool from the top right here of the wave 3 down to the root of the wave 3, or the bottom right here of the wave 2. As always, you can simply do the opposite. If you did not reverse your tool, I did reverse on my tool, so it's from the top to the bottom. You add the following targets: 23.6, 31, 32, that is the MC fib, and then you have the 38.2. You can see here, for example, we did bounce it from the MC fib. If normally you're learning a wave, you're only going to learn the 23.6 and the 38.2. The 31, 32 is the MC fib, and you can see that it's working pretty well, not gonna lie. So this is a target really for the wave 4. We're going to see with the levels what we can look for really exactly with to be a bit more accurate, but this is already good enough. This is the zone really of price where we should normally get a reaction before to get another rise for the wave 5. If you want to find a wave 5 target, it's really easy. Okay, you just have to take your extension tool, place it from the wave 1 root. So just gonna hide this one here. Just for people that really that are maybe starting with Elliott wave, if you want to find a wave 3 targets, first of all, you just have to pull the extension tool from the wave 1 root to the wave 1 top, down to the wave 2 bottom. From here, you have the 120 extension first target, but you have only 2% chance to stop here, so it's not a lot, not gonna lie. Then we have the 1618 minimum normally, as we have only 2% before. This is the most probable target really to reach minimum. Then we have the 28%, 2618, 3618, yips, and 423.6. These are all the targets really of the way through. As always, the 1618 is the most common one, the most basic one really, what we reach most of the time we retrace from. From here, sorry for my voice by the way, I have a bit of a cold. From here, to find a wave 4, so already show you, and so now you just have to pull to find a wave 5 target. You just pull your third click really on the wave 4 bottom. So let's take the case that we go to the 38.2. You add a wave 5 target, so 618, 120 extension, a 1618, and the 2618 here. Sorry, so we have these 4 turrets here really above. The first turret here, 618. Okay, you understood. that can bring us with still, you know, this really nice short trade, by the way, that was here. It can still bring us with this nice short trade because after we have done these 5 waves, we're simply going to look for a bigger impulsive wave 1, 2. Okay, as we'll have some 5 waves up, we're going to look for a bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2, so to speak, like this. A bigger wave 1, a bigger wave 2 retracement, and then we'll look for a really a bullish movement, really. Or we can look, as always, if we have a 5 waves here, we can look for either a wave 1, 2 or a wave not like this, A wave here, so A wave, B wave, C wave, and correction to go more down. But in any case, if we do have these 5 waves, we're going to get a retracement to push higher and normally break the previous top we have done, really. This is the most important. And then we're going to recognize if there is a short to take or not by reading the order flow into the targets above, really, we have planned. So to pick the three short targets, really, we have planned right here. If there is no reason on the order flow to take a short there is no reason, and we're just going to take the bullish configuration, but this only time can tell, really. But anyway, first wave 5 target here, 618, second one 120 extension, third one 161 as I said earlier, and the last one here 261. So these are the 4 targets really of the wave 5. If again we bounce from the third wave, you just have to play the third click really on the wave 4 bottom we're going to do, and then you add the target. But for now, if we go to the third wave, these are the targets. So now we are good really with this, nothing more to say really. If there is no any good reaction on the order flow in here, there is no anything bullish, well, we're simply going to take this ABC zigzag. Okay, so we can remove this in that case. We take an ABC zigzag. In that case, there is no all of this right here. There is nothing like this. We can also remove this there, and so in that case it was simply an ABC zigzag. Okay, so a correction to go more down or to form a more complex pattern, so to speak, here a double EXY, for example. Okay, if we have to drop directly, for example, we can look for this leading before. So if we have the leading before, we can simply, you know, for the wave we have planned really, so that will be an ABC here already done. We look for the drop directly, as we can spend some more time, so we still have to look for a long, you know, in between. If we have to make something a bit more complex, such as, for example, here a W, so let's take it like this, W, X retracement, so we're going to break the wave 4 turret, go below, X retracement, and then we look for a Y to the upside to make this a bit longer, really. If you can add the wave, it's going to be much better for you to see this. So WXY here, really, okay, right there, WXY into the B wave. As always, the B wave can take every shape really possible. We can get an ABC flat. If we have to take the lows here, then it's more an ABC flat. Okay, so A, B, C, correction, 5 ways. We can make a triangle here, so we can make all these more complex correction patterns. But for the moment, to make it easy, I'm going to stay with this wave 4, just so you're aware of. If we break the wave 4 target, okay, of this impulsive right here, if we have to break the wave 4 target, this really, well, we're going to move to the ABC zigzag and look first of all for a bigger, more complex correction wave into the B wave here, or the wave 2 as always. Okay, I really hope that makes sense. So let's add everything back here, and now we are good really with this. I'm just going to show you the levels really to the downside if you have to retrace from here, so you're ready and prepared, you know exactly where you can look for a trade really, in addition to the fibs really. The fibs are already announced. Now if you want to get more really to get some more accurate targets, where these are the targets really we can look for. So we have first of all a naked session path control below, plus a swing through pan right here if you're going to be off a lower time frame. Swing through pan, this small consolidation here that can give some reaction. As always, we're on the weekend, so we do not need to get some crazy move. It can move with some small targets really, or bounce and get some reactions really into some small targets. So this will be the first target really we'll have to be aware of. So around $42,070 down to the swing through pan, that low of this small consolidation. If we start to break this, well, we can look simply for the daily negative path control, naked session path control, TPO levels here, down to the swing through pan here of this consolidation there really. Okay, and if we have to get acceptance really below this, because again there is nothing good on the order flow here to reverse that. Okay, by reading this, you're really able to make some informed trading decisions. You can really like crush a chart really. By reading this, you just recognize really if you have or not to take the trade. So it's very powerful, and so yeah, so that's pretty cool. So second target here, and there is nothing good on the order flow for long here, we just look for the next one here. That is the bottom right here of the lower time frame wave 4. You know here, this red wave 4 here, the swing through part of this really. But as you can see, it brings us a bit below here at 38.2. So we may not get it, we'll see really, but this is in case we have to go a bit below. Well, you're already prepared. Now if we start to break this really, it means that there is no wave 4 and 5 anymore. There is no white wave 4 and 5 anymore, more likely again, but normally we should not be in this. Invalidation also can be, of course, if you check at the RSI, if the wave 4 here is a white wave 4, breaks the wave to bottom, of course switch between the different time frames to make sure about this. For example, we can go on the 1 hour, 2, 3, 4 to reconfirm that we are breaking with the wave 4, the wave to bottom. Okay, really important. But yeah, if we have to break this, in any case, so in that case, that will be an ABC zigzag. Okay, so not these 5 ways here, but simply the ABC zigzag. And so now we look for a bigger drop. In that case, we're simply going to look for, so there are no real big strong support really between this and this. Now sometimes if everyone is waiting for a big support to be hit, we can stop on something much smaller really, okay, and a lot less important really, a lot less important target, but we can still bounce from here. So I just want you to be aware of this bottom right here really, okay, what I've done there. Be aware of a possible swing through pound FL option really of this into, for example, this anchored view up from the very bottom. This is just a target to be aware of. I'm saying this because there are some fingerprints there, so there are some still, so this is just a small support really, but not my preferred one. So if we have to break this really and get nothing of this, well, we're simply going to look for a quick move down here into 40,100 minimum. That is really the biggest support for the moment of the full uptrend we've got here. If we have to come back down here, okay, this is the much bigger support. If we have to break this, well, all the lows here, and if we have to break this, value area low really with the T-point day in above control. But yeah, so these are all the targets really you have to be aware of. If we start breaking this, be aware of the low, but bigger target is coming around $40,150. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And yeah, now let's just see which one we confirm. Really, either a wave 4, if there is no reaction in here, where ABC zigzag, and we look for a, first of all, you know, a bigger double the XY into the B wave, into the white B wave here. And if the X wave breaks the W root, we switch to an ABC flat, sorry. And if the B wave target is broken, so to speak here, the ABC like this, so A, bam, B, we take the low and then we come back up. If these B wave targets are broken, okay, so to speak, this right there, or the flat, if we start getting acceptance here below the 120.27, that is a max target for a flat, well, it's not this anymore. In that case, we're going to get no reason to take a long here on the order flows. There will be no good data for a long trade. Well, we're simply going to take the B wave or the wave 2 already done, and now we look for the C to the downside of the wave 3, depends how far it goes really. Okay, so I really hope that makes sense. And of course, maybe before to end, what I can talk about is simply, you know, if we're in this configuration really, if we're in this, well, you know, the wave before kind of weird, not gonna lie, with all the smaller wave and everything, so I would be a bit careful. If we have to be bullish, for example, the wave to bottom, you know, of the higher time frame bullish plan can already be in, and so for example here, well, already explained this before, but it can be, you know, here, so a bigger ABC zigzag, as I said, so to speak. No, I don't have this here, by the way. So ABC zigzag here, you know, A, B, C. And as I said, it can be also if we start breaking all the short targets with no good direction for a short trade, what we're simply taking, as I said earlier, a bigger wave 1, 2, 3, or 5, and we really look for a bullish move. And normally here's a wave 2 bottom to be in, you know, of the higher time frame, double wave 1, 2, 1, 2. If you want to get more about the higher time frame, just go and check out really the YouTube channel. Sorry, you can go and check out this in the video section. You have this bearish yellow wave count or this bullish yellow wave count, so you can really understand everything. And as always, you can go and check out this Bitcoin higher time frame technical analysis available on the website for absolutely free. Well, it's a 1 hour and 20 minutes video because I'm really doing my TAs in front of you. But if you want to skip all of the TAs made in front of you, you can go and skip to 55 minutes, so you can really understand where you can look for a long, where you can look for a short, where is the biggest support, the biggest resistance, why you have to look for a long there, or a short there, with a different wave configuration. So you're really prepared and ready in any case, or whatever we do, really, you're ready and prepared, and you know exactly how you have to react to this, okay? But anyway, just go and check this out, really, it's waiting for you on the website. If you want to get more of us, you can go and check out the MOONCHARTS.fr website, and if you want to get up to 7,000 deposit bonus, you can go and check out this PRIMEXBT offer. You have all the details in the description. And on this being said, I wish you all a nice weekend, take care of you, and catch you all tomorrow at 10 AM for the daily update, UTC+1, by the way. Have a nice day, take care, cheers.